We're live online on the interwebs. That's pretty crazy. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. Today's our stream day. Our TikTok category. Ooh, what are we playing? Oh gosh. Smite. We're playing Smite today.
1 or 2.
Oh, Smite 1. The original. Hello, Myra. Yes. It usually just takes a second to pop up. There we go. Perfect. I like it. Hello, good afternoon. Cat FNAF Girl is here. Cricket Does Art is here. I'm gonna sneeze.
Come on in, everyone.
The demons.
Hello, TikTok. Welcome as well.
How is everybody's Wednesday? Did anyone do anything exciting today? What have you been doing all day, Dylan?
Came in, made some more head bases, took lunch, stuff and feet.
A classic Dylan day. Ooh, I finally get to watch you guys live. I've always missed you guys, but today is the day. I'm so happy you're here. Speaking of live, you know what? I should post in Discord that we're live. You should be in the Discord. Oh my god, it's gonna make me log into so I'll just do it on my phone. There we go. Alright, so we've got boom, boom, boom. I started learning Spanish today. I downloaded Duolingo and I decided it's time. It's time to learn Spanish. So I'm doing that. Announcements, there we go. At stream ping live ping. Perfect. We are live. Come see us everywhere. Boom. Perfect. I'm genuinely curious, what's everyone's role in the business? Like, who does what? That's a very, very good question. Dylan, what do you do for Spill Grape Soda?
A whole lot of stuff. We travel cons together. I help make fursuit parts. I cast head bases. I do a lot of our YouTube and streaming stuff. A whole bunch of stuff. There's just a wide array of things to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's kind of what we do. There's a lot of like shared tasks. Like everybody like works on the fursuit parts, you know, in one way or another. Some of us are better at sewing. Like Dylan is not super good at sewing, and so he just does a lot of like the pre-prep on like fursuit parts and stuff. But he's really good at like stuffing the fursuit parts, and he's very into the techie stuff and the base casting. Oh no, people said they can't hear you. Oh, is your mic not on? Your mic is not on.
No, I checked it before I pulled it. Testing. Hello.
Can you guys
Looks
hear
like
Dylan?
it's working.
Yeah, so Dylan does a lot of like the base casting and he cuts out patterns. I do a lot of like the designing of the patterns. I do a lot of the stuff for fursuit heads. I do a lot of the finishing work on stuff. Lauren focuses a lot on sewing. Lauren sews a lot. And so Lauren is a head runner in doing a lot of like the parts and stuff. Darby works on a lot of the organizational behind the scenes stuff for the company because there is a lot of like organizing involved. And so Darby handles that. Darby handles fursuit sprays and designing like new fursuit sprays and stuff. Darby handles sewing as well and cutting out patterns and all of that stuff. So everybody has like different stuff that they're good at and they specialize in, and so everybody does different things. What's good? What's good?
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome to the party.
Today in the office is a pretty good day. We're getting some fursuit parts handled. In the background, Lauren is working on preparing all of the new varsity jackets that we got in a few weeks ago, and we're finally getting around to doing the embroidery design on the front of them. So we get to run a metric shit ton of jackets through our embroidery machine, and Lauren's starting to handle that. And then, Darby, what are you up to? Oh, Darby's trimming out some toe beans for our feet paws. Darby's in Darby World. Are you guys preparing for a convention? We're perpetually preparing for a convention. We have our 2 confirmed cons for this year right now are Stratosphere and Anthrocon in Pittsburgh. Stratosphere is in Houston, Texas. Beyond that, we have a couple more that we applied to that we haven't heard back from yet that are before that. And so we said, fuck it, might as well just start preparing stuff in advance. And so that's what the rest of the team are doing. I am working on some commission stuff to really knock out our commission queue.
I have to picture it.
I'm doing the fleece, or this is felt, sorry. I'm doing felt liner around the eyeballs. And that is to make sure there's a smooth transition between the eye socket and the rest of the face. And so right now I am beveling the edge of this felt because it's pretty thick felt. And we need it to be thick because I really need to make sure that it holds its shape when it's on the noggin. So when I'm patterning over it and gluing stuff down to it, it's not gonna cave beneath my work. So that's why it's so thick. But because it's so thick, I need to go in and bevel the edges with a blade. So that way I don't have any hard drop-offs. Take away any harsh cuts with some sandpaper. And then we go back in, and then I just got to trim the glue on the side of the eye here. It's super, super slight, but I'm just really picky. Yeah, how's TikTok doing? Are you guys going to Furlandia?
Got a good amount of people coming in.
We've applied for Furlandia. That's one of the ones that we haven't heard back from. Will there be a Fursuit University this month? Yes, there will be. We are going to do a shaving class this month, finally, about how to get a nice, smooth shave.
Well, I see some gifter badges going out, so for all the gifts coming in, thank you so much, TikTok. Appreciate you. Plague and friendly gesture.
I love those ears. Thank you. They are made by Anthro Aesthetics, who has a shop on Etsy. They're very talented. All right, there we go. Where is my hat for my razor blade? Oink.
How are toes feeling and looking?
Yeah, those are pretty damn good.
Sweet.
I'd do a little denser, I think, at least in this one.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit in that one, but certainly in this one.
Cool.
go. Perfect. I hope I get in and be a big step in my business. Is that a pre-made bear? I'm trying to figure out what that base is. This is our feline base. And so this one, there we go, has got the rounded ears. It is a snow leopard. It's going to be a snow leopard by the time we're done with it. But right now we're working on installing the eyeballs. They're a really snug fit, so it can be tricky. Ah. There we go. Come on. Beautiful.
Ordered some eyes off your Etsy. Super excited to finish my 2 heads before Be Whiskered in March.
Ooh, before what?
Be Whiskered.
Ooh, that's such a cute con name.
I like that name.
Be
Yeah.
whiskered. Very cutesy. Oh my gosh, it's a snow leopard. Yes, I love snow leopard stuff. SeaWorld wants to know Darby. Darby's gone. I'll ask Darby when they get back. Darby goes other places sometimes. It's the Vanishing Darby Act. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. All right. I want to tilt them slightly more inward. Not by much, but just a little bit. This one needs to be slightly further in. Would you ever go to Anthro Weekend, Utah? Maybe, perhaps. Do you know if the small convention Get Out There and Float in Seaside, Oregon? I have not heard of that one. That's super cute though. Tasted Purple. Hi, Grape Street. Hi.
Hello.
It's nice to see you, Copy Mom. Advocate Music, welcome back to the party. It's nice to see you.
Hello, Evil Berry. Hello, Runny.
There we go. These are so cute. They're so cute. I love that. Alright, are they even? That is the question. I think these need to be twisted slightly more. Are they even? Those feel even. What's up? Today has been a day. I'm sorry today's been a day. Sometimes everybody has those days. Everybody gets that way.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Hey, Lauren, can you bring me that cheek fluff pattern?
Yes.
And the appropriate foam. Because I'm pretty sure snow leopards have cheeky fluffs. I'm pretty darn sure.
Of what?
Snow leopards, they have the cheek fluffs. They're very fluffy. I gotta double check on the snow leopard cheek fluff verdict. I remember a while back on your Insta story, you asked your followers what kind of patterns you guys should do. Have you decided which ones you'll be doing, or will that remain a secret? I am at the mercy of my own personal whims at any given moment. I just kind of make whatever I'm feeling, and so I don't even know what's going to come out. It's as much of a mystery as it is to you, as it is to me. All right. Yeah, definitely. Definitely cheek fluffies. Can you pass me the hot glue gun? Thanks.
Toe review.
Wow. Those are beautiful. Gorgeous. This one is needing some fuzz,
Denser.
but this is perfect. So if you need a
Cool.
reference, your other toe's perfect. Rye is here. Hi, Rye. How's TikTok doing?
Chilling.
Chilling.
We're at
like
a solid
villain.
50. We've been around there. Can I see the back of the head, like the straps, please?
There you go. Wow.
People are speaking other languages, so
Quick, learn them. Quick, Dylan.
I'm sure it's fun.
What's the palette for the snow leopard? This is going to be a very, very pink snow leopard. Extremely pink is the palette. What do you guys do if you get a commission for a species you don't have a foam mold of? I pay my 3D modeler person to 3D model us one. That's how we do that. I love the excuse to get more molds. It's my favorite.
Do you remember saving that pattern?
Yeah, should have. Is it not in like the miscellaneous? Mm. I love it.
Toes.
Let me see. I will take a look-see.
Can I toss all this into text stick?
Yeah,
Hi,
Hextech
Chad.
Dog can go. How do you make molds and where do you get the expanding foam? We purchase our expanding foam from BJB Enterprises. We love them. They are awesome. And then we get my friend.
That one?
Yes. Meow. Perfect.
We ship to Argentina. Yes, we do. Full suits are done on a commission basis, and we are currently closed at the moment. Thank you for everyone translating, though. Much
Shout out.
appreciated. Do we sell bases?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Just
We
reloaded all
absolutely
of them
sell
today.
bases. Yes. Dylan had a cast-a-thon the last like day and a half. Dylan's been casting the shit out of bases. Ooh, I also need that foam. Where has she wandered to? Oh, huzzah! Alright, I need to slightly alter this one. So this one fits the slim canine. Now I need to slightly edit it to fit our feline. Yoink. Yoink, yoink. Perfect. Are you going to FWA this year? I wish. We applied and we did not get in. Hopefully next year we will apply again because I really want to see that whale shark more than anything in the world.
Same.
They have 2 of them. They
Oh,
have
wow.
2 whale sharks. They're so incredible. I love whale sharks.
Yeah, they're just really cool.
What neat little guys. Big fan of neat little guys. A huge fan, even. No one's as big of a fan of neat little guys as I am.
The biggest.
The biggest fan. Alright, we gotta go here. Would you want to do an Eastern Dragon commission, and is there any other species that you haven't done that you would want to do? Yes, I do want to do an Eastern Dragon. I want to do an Eastern Dragon. I want to do a shark dog, whether that's a Mano kit or something else. I want to do a shark dog. I want to do an Eastern Dragon. I also would like to do an otter, but specifically as a Digigrade Fursuit, because I want to make that full like body shape with the really, really thick tail that builds into the body and the dropped crotch with like the Digigrade legs. I really want to do a full body otter suit. I'm trying to think, what else would I really want to do that I haven't done? Those are like my top 3, I think. I need junkie scissors is what I need. Yoink. What are your guys' college degrees? I was a communications major. Lauren was an English major. You got your AA, right?
No.
No?
No.
Dylan is just cool and looks pretty, which is basically a degree.
Yeah.
And then, Darby, what's your degree in?
I have an AA in psychology.
And then Darby has an AA in psychology.
I was doing school for a while, going and getting that knocked out, and I got some credits and stuff built up and all that, but it was when I was trying to do 2 jobs at once.
Makes it tough.
Yeah, especially with how long and what days it was, because I was working 6 days a week. 3 of those days were like 13-hour days.
Yeah.
I probably could have still done it, but I didn't want to.
Valid. School is not for everyone. And I think a harmful narrative has really been pushed upon young people that in order to be somebody, in order to be successful, that you have to go and get a college degree. And that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, I still want to go get my degree. I plan on going and getting my degree, but was not lining up at that moment in my life.
Yeah.
So I'll worry about that later.
That's a problem for tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's like I've moved now 3 times in the last like 8 months. And so now that I'm semi more stable and I am with a job that's stable, probably coming up here soon-ish, I would like to go finish getting my AA, but I
think that
also
would go
might
hard.
wait 1 year because I'm gonna be moving in another year.
Yeah.
And so it's like I kind of would like to be somewhere where I know where I'm going to be at for the next 3 to 4 years, and I'm at a stable job, and it's like, okay, this is something that I feel ready and set up and successful to accomplish.
Dylan's qualifications. Cool hat, said Taste of Purple.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, yes. Ask Darby the previous question about the show. Darby, Darby, Darby. Darby, Darby, Darby. Darby, Darby, Darby. Fuck, I'm trying to find the message.
I'm listening. I'm ready.
Hang on. Hang on. Shit, I don't know what I can't find the message. I don't know what the show was. Someone asked if you'd seen a specific show, and now I can't find it.
Also, I would not say no qualifications.
Just
I'd say no
add
education.
magic.
I know mine. The girl's name in there is Darby.
I have
Yes,
plenty of
Darby has seen it.
certifications and a plethora
Not once
of
on my
different
own, my niece
things.
watched it and I kept hearing my name and I was like, what is this?
Am an accomplished recorded musician.
Do y'all have your own specific work studio for suit making, right? How was the process of getting settled into that, and what did you do before it? Yes, we work out of an office that I rent. Before, we worked out of the master bedroom in my apartment. And I mean, it's just like renting pretty much anything else. The contracts for like renting office space like this are like longer. So like apartments, you kind of do like a 1 year lease. Sometimes you can go like month to month on apartments. With office building and like commercial space like this, the leases are like a little bit longer. So like we had to sign up for either a 3 or 5 year lease when we like rented this place at the beginning, so it's a larger commitment. And gosh, I'm not sure what else there is to say. It's very much just like finding an apartment, you know. It's just a little different. Have you watched The Dragon Prince? Yes, I have watched all of The Dragon Prince. I love The Dragon Prince. What's The Dragon Prince? The Dragon Prince is an animated show on Netflix that's been around for a while, and I think they just released another season. I don't remember. What kind of sewing machine do you guys use? We have a few different types of sewing machines. We have a Janome Memorycraft 6650. We also have a FAF Expression 710. And then we have two machines that are like embroidery machines and sewing machines. They kind of do transformer shit. And those are the FAF Creative Icon 1 and 2. We primarily use them as embroidery machines though. Every once in a while, if like every sewing machine is like taken, we'll open up and change one of the embroidery machines into a sewing machine. Have you thought about hiring any more people? Right now, we are, including myself, we're a team of 6. 5 out of the 6 work on fursuits. 1 out of the 6 just handles like our financial, like accounting stuff. And then out of those 6, 4 are full-time. I have trouble sewing liners on the sewing machine because the needle literally won't put the thread through it. Mainly I have this issue with neoprene and lycra. Do you have any fixes or ideas? It could be a couple of different things. You could either be A, using the wrong needle. Stretch needles are what is good to use for those. Or B, your machine is like out of tune or needs some doctoring. It could be that your bobbin like tension is too loose, which is a tricky thing to adjust. I don't even know how to adjust that. I send my machines in. But your machine either needs to get maintenanced or you're just utilizing the wrong needle. Are you a furry? I am a furry, but not everyone who works for me are furries. What's happening over on TikTok that's funny?
Oh, just fun questions.
Fun questions. We got some We got some real ones over in the TikTok chat.
Yeah, it's like not even offensive. It's just this repeated so.
Bro's wondering if he has a chance. I love that. I love that. Unfortunately, I am taken. I have been with my partner for, oh my gosh, since, try to count. It'll be, fuck, now I gotta think. How many years has it been? I'm trying to debate if it's 6 or 7. I think it's 6 on Valentine's Day. We will have been together 6 years, which is basically like forever. I am very happy. I'm very content.
I mean, how old are you?
Old enough. Coming up
Like
on 25 this
25,
year.
so you're 24. That's what, 25% of your life you've
Yeah,
been with your partner.
that's kind of crazy town.
It's pretty sick.
It's my first time catching a live stream. Hi. Welcome to the party. How many suits have you made? That is a great question that off the top of my head I do not know the answer to. What is he making? What are you making, Dylan? What are you making?
Stuffing a foot.
Stuffing?
Just about
feets?
finished with
Are the
this one.
beans cute? The beans are cute.
Super cute. Claws, beans. Nice and stuffed.
Gorgeous.
Ta-da.
Gorgeous.
Mm,
You could be a little denser
yeah,
on that bottom portion.
that's what I'm thinking.
There's definitely like too dense, but for the most part, it's like even people with big ass feet, they can displace the stuffing and like break them in functionally over time.
Yeah.
What time zone is it over there? We are Pacific Standard Time. All right, there we go. Hold that baby in place, and then we'll stick it down here. Gorgeous. I almost want that farther forward, I think. What are the eyes made of? The eyes are PC PVC mesh. Do you have a con schedule somewhere? I'm not seeing it on the main page, but I could have just missed it. We do not have an official con schedule, but generally in the bios of like all of our social media, we'll list the cons that we're attending. Work calls again. Thank you for letting me chill with you guys for a little bit, friends. It's nice to see you. Thanks for visiting.
Have a good one.
What is your favorite part of the fursuit making process and your least favorite part? So I think my favorite part is doing all like the detail work, getting the fur glued down for the face, and finally like shaving everything, trimming everything, making it really come together. I think my least favorite part is probably doing the liner for the heads. I really don't like that part. All right, there we go. Actually, hang on. Okay, let me trim this too. Trimming the wrong things. Not necessarily completely wrong. Eventually those things also needed to be trimmed, but I meant to trim this part. There we go. How have I never known there's an automated sewing machine? It's not, and I mean like, technically kind of sorta it's an automated sewing machine. It is automated and it does sew, but it's an embroidery machine. Right now we are embroidering out a multitude of things. We're embroidering out jackets, and my dad is here. Hang on. Is he gonna get in? He's trying. We've got a little fingerprint lock on our door. I'll get him. Hi, Dad. We're streaming right now. It's nice to see you. Hello.
Good to see you.
You want to see what we're making?
That looks amazing. You guys
Right
are
there,
adorable.
by the door.
Thank you.
Just
Awaiting you,
appreciate
yeah.
it. How do I get one? Right now we are closed for commissions,
Right now,
but if you want some feet, you can always go online and order some custom fursuit parts and all that good stuff.
Beautiful. I love it. Dylan is working on feet paws right now. And then I am working on the cheek fluff patterns for this face and deciding how fluffy I want them. If I like them that fluffy, I'm going in and having to like blend out all these edges with some shitty sandpaper. It keeps falling apart. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And then Darby's working on stuff, and then Lauren's working on getting all of the jackets embroidered, which is really exciting. Yeah. Do you own any pets? I have lots of pets. I have 2 bearded dragons named Wi-Fi and Gigabyte, and then I have a Madagascar giant day gecko named Yoshi. He came with that name. I did not name him that. I call him Asparagus, but his name is Yoshi. And then I have 7 White's tree frogs. Let me see if I can rattle off all their names. There is Scrimblow. There is Paper Towel. There is Lemon Drop, which we call her Gamer Frog. And then we have, 1, 2, 3. And then we have Dump Truck, Denny's, Baja Blast, and Refried Bean. There we go. I named all 7. it's always touch and go. Am I going to be able to name them all? I think Twitch comments are broken / not being seen. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not seeing. I got Rise last comment, but since then, unless there's not comments popping up on Twitch. But earlier in the stream, I was getting Twitch comments, and I guess, well, I was getting Rise comment from Twitch. I don't know if Twitch is popping off at all. You want to check on your phone? See
Yeah.
if there's chats that we're just simply not seeing. Oh, Rise said they don't see any themselves. So maybe, I mean, Rye is on Twitch, and I'm seeing Rise comments from Twitch. So Twitch might just be quiet today.
Oh, you guys like want chat on the screen? Is that what you guys are saying?
I don't know. My messages weren't going through at all. Like, you're unable to, like, comment them?
Hi, Rye. Yeah, right. Twitch is a little lonely right now. Everyone go over to Twitch. Spill Grape Soda on Twitch, and go keep Rye some company.
Yeah, it's something.
Rye is very chill.
Rye is so cool. Your dad is very tall. He is. I did not get those jeans. He took them all. He soaked them all up, and I didn't get any tall jeans.
Like I've had my take that university since we got them, and I think those are now.
Yeah, I could write them out, press send, and they weren't showing up at all. That's weird. Winter's Howling says they were on Twitch and they wrote up comment, press send, and their comment wasn't sending. Some of you guys over on TikTok, can you guys do us a huge favor? Hop on over to Twitch. We're Spilt Grape Soda on Twitch. And see if you guys can send messages in the comment section on Twitch. Because some people are saying that they're not able to send messages on Twitch. So go and see if you can send a message on Twitch and see if we can see it.
I can't tell you the last time I changed any Twitch settings.
Those are unstuffed. Yeah, so not quite ready yet. Yeah, and those are ones that don't have bottoms to them yet. So they're in multiple stages of unfinished.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, Darby, can I have my Lily?
Okay, I'm seeing Knuckles the Echidna send messages on Twitch. Thank you, Knuckles. Shout out. What does your dad think of your business? He seems so cool. My dad thinks my business is cringe and lame and it sucks. Isn't that right, Dad? Yep. He says, yep, what she said. I'm seeing Plague Doc from TikTok on Twitch now. I'm seeing Autistic Ego, that's a fantastic name, on Twitch. I think maybe Winter's Howling, it is just a you problem. I don't know why. It seems that a bunch of other people can get Twitch chat working. But hi, TikTok people that are now on Twitch. It's so nice to see you. Happy to have you here. Thank you, everyone from TikTok going over to Twitch. Mwah, we appreciate you. Dad, someone on YouTube asks a question and says, your dad seems so cool. What does he think of your business? Come here. I have a little mic. Do you want to have it? Here you go. Come here. Come here. What do you think? Here's the microphone.
It's exciting when someone can do what they love and find a way to make it fun and profitable.
It's pretty cool.
And every day you're changing lives, helping people, and making a difference. I don't know about kissing babies. I'm not sure I can add that.
No, we leave that
We're going to leave the kissing babies out. Yeah. All right. No, it's all good. Nice to see you.
Thanks. Nice to see you, Dad. What day do you want to do snacks and getting tires?
We'll figure that out.
Okay.
I still don't know what size.
Ah, I forgot that. That was in my brain and then it exited. I will do that today. I will set a reminder for myself. All right. Yeah. Sorry. I was like, I got to do this. And then my brain immediately went boink, and I did not do that. All right. I love you, Dad.
Love you.
See you.
Drive safe.
Bye, Bill.
See ya.
Winter's Howling says, is it working yet? Yes, I can see your comment. I can see you.
Thanks for helping us over on Twitch, TikTok, peeps.
Yeah. What species are you making? This is going to be a snow leopard. So I've got big, fluffy cheeks that we're patterning in. It's so cute. It's so nice. My kiddos and I try to understand. There's folks that are furries without sonas slash suits slash multiple sonas. Why do all suits look like anime and not realistic? Advice for a crafty person, but a beginner suit maker. Lots of questions, lots of questions. So there are realistic suits. I own 2 suits that look very, very realistic. Cartoony suits are just more popular, I think. In the fandom, collectively, they're more popular. But there's a lot of different, like, really, really cool suit styles. There's the toonie, which is what my company specializes in. There is the kimono, which is that more, like, super anime look that you're kind of thinking with the really, really big eyes and the short, like, stubby faces. And then there are realistic suits, and those are self-explanatory. They look realistic. As advice for a crafty person but a beginner suit maker, I highly recommend investing in patterns. Plug for myself, this is my live stream. My company specializes in creating patterns for people to print out and make themselves at home. We offer a metric shit ton of patterns on our Etsy store. We have a lot of stuff. We're coming out with new stuff all the time. I love creating patterns. It is like one of my favorite things to do. But there's also a lot of other people that have created different patterns than what we've created, different styles, different shapes. There's so many things out there. I highly recommend surfing Etsy to see if you can find something that suits your fancy. But starting out with patterns that other people have made before going into creating your own can be really handy when you're learning like what the shapes are like kind of look like in a flat variety. So if down the line you get around to designing your own patterns, you'll already have kind of an idea of how stuff goes together. Ooh, if you had one superpower, what superpower would you choose? I would choose teleportation. What would you choose, Dylan?
Any superpower?
Any superpower.
It's like time control on the table.
I mean, use anyone.
Then yeah, I think that's the best power.
That is a pretty good power. I'll give you that.
Because immortality would be cool too, don't get me wrong, until somebody like puts a boulder on you and throws you into the bottom of the ocean.
Or makes you like push a giant rock up a hill forever.
Yeah, then immortality is a lot less cool.
It's also less cool if you live through like nuclear holocaust as the only person living.
Yeah, right. Like you can't, just the fallout of everything.
Yeah, I feel like immortality could be cringe.
Yeah. Although, like, eventually, as long as you're cool with floating through space, I feel like you would get to that point. Because eventually, Earth gonna not be around, right?
Eventually,
so,
yeah.
like, the ocean ain't forever.
The ocean ain't forever. Classic.
If any pirates want to argue with me, fight me, pirates. I am disrespecting the ocean.
Dylan's a hater.
I love the ocean.
No, you're just a professional hater.
Yeah,
Even if you don't
that's
hate
what
stuff,
I do.
you're a hater.
I'm good at it. The activity of hating.
Yeah. Dylan's special skill is being a hater.
I got a talent.
Get your cutie mark in the pony world in being a hater.
What is a cutie mark?
What's a cutie mark?
Little dot.
Yeah, it's what the ponies in My Little Pony get when they discover like their special life talent. And so they get a little marking on their hip, and that's called a cutie mark.
Oh, man.
You'd get your cutie mark in being a hater.
So many old forum posts are making sense.
I didn't know you didn't know what a cutie mark was. I could have explained that to you.
I know way more about MLP because of you than I want to.
You're welcome. Anything for you, Pookie. An unnecessary amount of My Little Pony lore, I've got you. I'll hook you up. Dr. Disrespect here. I have some questions on your mental health. Go for it, Dr. Disrespect. I feel great. Hey, Darby. When you have a second, can you do me a favor and fill up my water bottle? Thank you. Do, 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 do.
Hi, Lexi.
I see makers making fursuit patterns digitally and then printing them out, but I can never find tutorials for them. Is there a place you learned to do it that you can recommend? Like learned to make patterns, or learn to like produce patterns, or learned to make the stuff that the patterns are for? Because if you are asking like how to make patterns, I taught myself. If you're asking like how to make the items the patterns are for, we do like tutorials with all of our patterns. They come with like printable tutorials with pictures and stuff. And then more recently, we've started doing video tutorials as well, where we do full-length YouTube videos walking you through all the steps from start to finish on how to make your thing. Thank you, Darby. I appreciate you. Starting to feel my throat get a little dry, and I'm like,
Hydrate.
I need liquid, please. I'm dying. The water bottle request, that's so weird that you say that as soon as I walk into my back office after getting my water bottle. I'm in your head. I'm reading your mind. Learning to produce patterns. I know how to draw them out digitally, but whenever I go to print them out, they're never the right size, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's one of the things that I taught myself. I'm thinking about doing a class on it eventually because it is kind of handy to know and hard to figure out. But right now I don't have any current plans.
Would you consider making arm sleeves and a tutorial?
I mean, I guess is just tube. That's all it is measure length of arm from armpit to wrist, and then measure wrist, and then measure like widest part of upper arm, and then make tube, and then add your patterns on it. It's not like super duper hard. But I suppose we could make a tutorial. That could be like a YouTube short tutorial or something.
Yeah. Like a quick, 30, 40-second, minute-long
Measure
thing.
arm, make tube, sew together. Boom.
Congrats. Profit.
Profits. Step one.
I'm curious why y'all don't use magnetic eyelids but use Velcro instead.
I like the versatility that comes with like the Velcro eyelids over the magnetic ones. I find that like with magnetic ones, you either have to like do a bunch of magnets, which add a lot of weight to the front of your suit, and on top of that, like the eyelids themselves are heavy, and then the head gets more heavy. And it's really important to like keep track of like how much your head weighs, because that can strain on your neck. And then with that, you only get like a handful of like positions you can put your eyelids in, because it's congruent with where the magnets are within the head. With Velcro eyelids, you can kind of just place them wherever you want. And I also like how flush the Velcro eyelids sit with the face, whereas magnets, they're a little, the magnetic eyelids are bulkier. I've done magnetic eyelids before. They're bulkier, they don't lay as flush to the face. And they're heavy, you know? They just look bulky, and I don't like how they look. I prefer the Velcro ones.
I'm going. You have a nice day. Bye.
Thanks for hanging.
Thanks for kicking it. I'm close to finishing my first set of paws. I just have to do a final shave, but I can't find a mask. Best of luck. I'm sure your paws are going to be wonderful.
Welcome, Jaden. Hello. What's the most unique suit you've made? Probably the Okapi. How do you make the cast slash molds? And do you can make expandable molds like that? Like the rubber empty cast, how do you make those? So we don't actually cast in silicone because I find that the process to make the silicone molds is really, really extensive and time consuming and expensive. And on top of that, their lifespans aren't super, super good. And so for as many like molds as we cast, we would just have to like remake those silicone molds way too often. And so actually our molds are 3D printed and we wax the molds and spray them with our mold release and all of that. We work together with Sere Studios, S-E-R-E, Sere Studios, for our 3D modeling because I can like 3D sculpt, but like 3D modeling is a little out of my wheelhouse. And so Sere Studio and I work together and we get the shape of the head base and then she makes a mold and then we bring it over here and size it to the right size and throw it on our 3D printers. And Dylan is our super talented cast guy, and so he makes all of the casts of the bases. That sounds unhappy to me.
It sounds that way to me too.
She's fine.
Sounds weird.
Just sounds weird. That's so smart. 3D print casts to make the mold. Great idea. Yeah, no, it works pretty well for us. And it's like, I think probably the 3D printed molds have about the same lifespan, if not a slightly less lifespan than the silicone molds. But the ease of making 3D printed molds is just such a significant factor. It's like we press a button, and so long as the 3D printer's tuned in, a mold comes off like a couple of days later, right? And so it's less expensive to make the 3D printed molds, and it's like far less time consuming from like a labor for us perspective. And so it made way more sense to just go with the 3D printed mold route over the like cast, like out of silicone kind of mold. But different strokes for different folks, because there is lots of other stuff that goes into like the silicone molds that's handy. Like silicone molds, you don't need like mold release so much, which is pretty cool because it is time consuming to do mold release with these molds. So yeah, no, there's definitely different stuff that are pros and cons of doing it either way. We've just found that this way is what works best for our company. But we're learning new stuff every day.
Made my first bodysuit. It's Digi, and I can say big props to you makers who have to do it often.
What'd you say?
We had someone say, I made my first bodysuit, and it's a Digi, and I can say big props to the makers who do it often.
It is tough. It is tough. Fursuit making is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but it is definitely one of those very difficult things. Go. I really like this new way of doing eyes. I think I much prefer it. What's the hardest species head to make? Probably it's not so much like a species thing. It's just like busier patterns and designs. Something with horns is going to be more difficult to make than something without horns, for instance. There's like a lot of different things that go into it. Is it possible to make molds that are already hollowed out? I hear that carving out the foam casts isn't super fun. I suppose. I'm sure there are ways to do it. But it's just one of those things that it's like it's more difficult to cast something like that because you need the foam to like it kind of expands on its own as you mix them together and pour them in. And so having more spaces for it to like curve around and go around stuff is going to make it like more difficult to get a good cast than if it were just to fill up a large simple void, you know. The more detail that goes into something, the more difficult it becomes to get a really good cast out of it. What would be some advice you would give to a fursuit maker starting out their business? I would start by doing pre-mades when you're first starting out and really like figuring out where you sit when it comes to like what you're capable of, learning new skills, all that stuff. Start with making pre-made items, and once you feel really confident doing like pre-made stuff and you've got like a system down, then go into commissions. I wouldn't start by trying to take commissions. Just trying to make sure everything is symmetrical when I look at it.
Same.
We're both kind of, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. We've got our little kitty cat. Should be ready for some patterning here super soon. I'm gonna make sure this is sitting in the right spot. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. All right, we're gonna pull that baby up, have it sit right about there. Perfect. Then we're gonna secure that baby down. Cool. You're going nowhere. Perfect. There we go. Just to make sure everything is going to sit where I want it to sit when I go to pattern it. That way it's not all like cattywampus. What do you think is the best platform to sell commissions? I really only have like experience selling like commission slots on like Twitter and Instagram. I think it's important to note like where your like audience is and where your audience with like funds to spend on this stuff is. I find that my oldest audience is on Twitter, and so despite having like one of my smallest like active platforms on Twitter, I actually sell the most on Twitter. Instagram is like my second oldest audience, and then TikTok is my youngest audience. So I don't really even make an effort to like sell stuff on TikTok very often. I don't like advertise or like post about like Etsy items or anything on here. But
TikTok's just for funny videos.
TikTok's for funny videos, you know, creating a like a what's the term? A brand image, a brand voice. I think is the right word. Is like giving our brand a voice and having people know who we are is a good use for TikTok. Bloop. There we go. How's TikTok doing, Dylan?
TikTok is doing good. Got 58 right now, sitting around that consistent 50. I don't know why, but my friends think I'm a furry for some reason. Based on your For You page, I might have some info for you.
The algorithm thinks you're a furry too.
Your friends, the algorithm, Liz and I. Damn. The furries think you're furries. Crazy. Toe check.
Woo. Those are great.
Sweet. Low key, my new dream maker. Thank you, Wolf Girl. Much appreciated. Is it ever overwhelming? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Things can get overwhelming and stressful at times. It is the nature
That's
of being self-employed.
Part of what it is, you know?
But I think the rewarding aspects of it outweigh the overwhelming, stressful aspects.
Yeah. How's the suit with the horns coming along?
Pretty good, pretty good. We got it all like patterned. I drew out the pattern, decided upon a pattern, and so that one is gonna start getting its pieces cut probably like tomorrow, I think. Same with this one. Beautiful. Okay. There we go.
It broke the needle, so something went on with it.
Yee. Maybe the needle was loose.
I don't think that's the case.
All right.
How
There
did
we
you get into making fursuits?
I kind of encountered furry and then was like, man, I want to try making one of those. And then I did, and then I made another one and another one and another one. Before I knew it, it was like my job.
Why am I being forced to become forced? What?
What?
Huh?
Yeah, man, yeah.
This is Rang.
Will you hand me the sharps box, please?
This
Ooh,
is Super
yes.
Rang.
This is Super Rang. Hell yeah. Are you
Very
Rang, Dylan?
Rang.
Are
I'm
you
Rang.
Lauren?
Yes.
I'm Rang.
Winning!
I guess. I
Rang!
don't know if that's a good thing. But
I don't know if it's a good thing either, but here we are. All right. Beep, beep, beep. I am going to start patterning this side of the head. Beep, 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 beep. Ow. I'm so excited. This suit's going to turn out super fucking cute. Beep. Could you show an example of the strap thing you have on the head? I mean, I don't have like a loose example. It's hard to see it now. We have an entire class on how we make our straps and do all the measurements and stuff. Actually, on our Patreon store. It's like something like 2 hours long or something. It's a big old class.
Yeah, classes are usually supposed to be an hour, but
Sometimes, like,
we go
most
on
every
a little
time I
long.
get carried away.
Yeah.
I was gonna say sometimes I get carried away. Most of the time I get carried away. It's like, man, you guys are just paying to like listen to me yap, and I want to make sure that you get all of the relevant information. I would rather yap for 2 hours than speed through class and have y'all miss important stuff that you need to be successful. Is this a commission or a pre-made? This is a this is a commission. I'm sorry, my brain is fried rice. This is a commission, and it's just a head. This is just a head.
Do you ever have to deny commissions?
Oh yeah, every round. Every round. Are you struggling?
It broke it again as soon as it went through, so something's like not.
Open it up underneath.
Yeah, something's not right.
Yeah, every round we get far more commissions than we can feasibly take on at once. So we do have to say no to people, unfortunately. I wish I didn't, but I prefer to have a very small queue. Yeah, hold tight. Say things, Dylan, say things.
Say things. Hi, TikTok. Hi. You're lagging.
Ooh.
Wait, what do you mean every round? Every time we open up our commissions.
Yeah, it's
so
been wonky.
every round of commissions, essentially.
It's not.
How do you know where to mark on the duct tape? This is the thing I get confused about. That takes somebody with a patterning brain. It's just artists have a really good time visualizing it. And I'm sure there's plenty of resources online that can help with like how to craft patterns and stuff like that. People would know better than I, you know. Hi, YouTube and Twitch. I can't see you guys, but I miss you. Do you deny due to the furry idea, so I'm not willing to? I mean, most of the time denials come through. It's purely just because we just only have a certain amount of slot opens and we get a lot more people wanting them. I wish we could make everyone's suits, but unfortunately, we cannot.
Okay. Your seam ripper is probably done.
When we install these in, we just have to make sure the fabric is out of the way in the back. All right. Beautiful. Favorite smoothie ingredient? Mangoes, definitely. I love
That is a grown
myself some
man. It
mangoes.
is.
Ew, where?
One full-grown man.
Making purple feet paws.
What are you guys' hours? I work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Perfect. Slowly but surely.
Blue.
What animal are they going to be? This one is going to be a pink snow leopard. The one you tape now and the one with the horns. The one with the horns is a hellhound.
Does the tape not stick to the head base like regular foam? Doesn't love it, but just go tiny pieces and it usually works better. I wish I had a 9 to 5 making fursuits. It's pretty sweet. Cannot complain.
hang out, do arts and crafts,
Make money,
have
go
political debates all day, and then go home.
home.
Listen to political debates is more what we do. I'm so excited for this suit. It's gonna be so cute. I love pink. Is that famine? Yes. It is famine, but we decided to go in a different direction with the design, so it's not going to exactly or really at all look like the famine design that we have. It just wasn't translating well on a suit, and so we decided to go a slightly different direction.
I see my future, and it's bright. I'm sure it is. I wish you wonderful luck on all your journeys and
Bro sees
future
the future.
endeavors.
I want to see. What's in my future? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
If I had the ability to see the future as my superpower, I would only want to use it sparingly, I think.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be like not super fun.
Yeah.
It'd make everything boring. Can you imagine going to like see a movie and your brain goes, "Here's the ending."
Yeah,
Fuck!
right? Like you've already like literally seen it. But if I never went to see the movie,
I guess.
would I have?
I guess.
But if I do go see the movie, does it get ruined every time by default?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing the future as a superpower would kind of suck. Though you could just win the Powerball.
Yeah, there's the clear advantages still. Yeah. And it's like also I would like to look like super far into the future. What's the year like 10,000 look like? Do you have an estimate of how long it will take you to make?
Generally, like partials for us, so head, hands, tail, take us around like 250 to 300 hours. These streams are so nice to work to. It's like I'm there. We get that a lot. We have a lot of people who put on our streams as like background stuff, and they just kind of like hang out and like either clean their house, do their own thing, they work, or even they make fursuits with us. It's kind of nice. We're just all kind of hanging out, doing stuff
Chilling,
together.
getting work done.
It's a lot of fun.
Builds a nice constructive community. Artistic.
I think I want to move this slightly. So this is here, and then this is also here. There we go. What is in Fursuit spray that makes it different from like body sprays or air mists? We use a higher like amount of like isopropyl alcohol in like higher concentrations to make it more disinfectant based. And so that's pretty much it. It's got the scent oils that are body safe, and then it's got a higher concentration of isopropyl alcohol compared to normal body sprays. How late do you guys work? We work until 5 p.m. most days.
Stream will be ending at 4:30.
Yeah.
Hi, I was watching your vids yesterday. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed them.
Which one did you watch? Which ones did you watch? I am so excited. This suit is gonna turn out. It's gonna be so fucking pink. I'm excited to go about drawing on all like the designs and shit too, because it's got like some really complex like busy facial markings. Ask, what do you do with your life? Or what do you do for a living videos? And then I saw PB in one of them because he is a YouTuber.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that PB was a YouTuber. I just was like, peanut butter and jelly suit, so cute. This is actually the first time hearing he's a YouTuber. I knew that he like had some content that he did and he was like online and stuff.
Yeah, I
did
think I
not
saw a
know that he
comment
was
this
a
morning
YouTuber.
on our YouTube videos
That's cool.
saying he's a YouTuber.
It's coming together. It's gonna look really good. Those are cute. I really like those.
Yeah, I like the color a lot.
What furry are you doing? I'm working on a pink I'm working on a pink snow leopard, and their name is Cadenza. They're so beautiful. I'm so excited. Can we see what the back of your bases look like? I'm so curious. Yes. It's a little covered up with duct tape right now, but we have a adjustable strap system so that people of variety sized noggins can wear our suits super comfortably. And then we also have the inside fully lined with a really, really nice, like, plush micro suede that is, like, super, super comfy on your face as I throw scissors. I'm a safe individual. Yeah. Ooh, I forgot to give my dad the paperwork. I just saw a text from my mom.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops. Because we got paperwork in the mail today, and my mom's like, I was waiting for that. And then she's like, give it to your dad when he comes to pick up the bags of fursuit parts. And then I didn't do that. Oopsie. My bad. You should add a bendy tongue. Yeah, I've done that once before. I did it for my okapi suit. Can we see the reference of what you're making? Yeah, I can pull it up on my phone. It's gonna be kind of small, I apologize. I can zoom in, I can make it big, we'll make it work. Here we go. Ta-da! That's what it looks like. They're so cute, I love cadenza. They're gonna be adorable. A baby, they are a baby. So sweet, so pink. How much are your fursuit heads? So our heads start at 5,000 US dollars and go up with the complexity of the costume. Oh, girls just wanna have, it's all they really want. Not gonna lie, she looks like Kipo from the Age of the Wonder Beasts. I love Kipo. Talk about underrated cartoon. Kipo slaps.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're
love
talking
Kipo.
about.
It is a, oh gosh, it's been so long. It's an animation in like a post-apocalyptic world where animals have become like humanoid and are like at the intelligence of people, and it's really good. And like now people live underground and shit. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. It is such a feel-good piece. I think one of the most important parts about getting a really nice, like, looking head is this patterning stage. It is freakishly time consuming. But making sure that you get like little tiny pieces to really ensure that you are getting all of the curvature in this head is so important. Ooh, working on my cardboard protogen head with this stream in the background. Love your guys' live. I have seen some sick cardboard suits at cons. I really love them.
Yeah, I think it's just super cool.
Do you have a queue with refs people can look at? Yes, we are. We have our Trello posted on the front page of our website. There's a little link to it that you can click and check out our stuff. It used to like appear like on our website. We had it so people could scroll through our Trello on our website, but for some reason that little hookup plugin thing stopped working, and so now you have to like click a link to go to our Trello. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You gotta click the link. I also do a bit of layering when I'm doing this taping process, where I will go in and do at least 2 layers to ensure that my pattern is really heavy duty. Since we're not taking a lunch break today, do you want to just leave 10 minutes early?
Yeah.
Ooh, after I have dinner, I'm going to be working on my fursuit alongside you guys. Heck yeah, we will be here until 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, which means we actually only have 29 minutes left. So if you eat a quick dinner, we'll be here. If not, we have many recordings of our live streams that you can work alongside. Whoop. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Yeah, EST is 3 hours ahead of PST. So if it's 4:30 here, it's 5, 6, 7:30 EST. I'm gonna head off. I hope your fursuit head goes well and have an awesome time zone. Thank you.
Thank you so
I
much.
will have an awesome time zone.
We have the coolest time zone. Very convenient.
Doo-doo-doo. Beautiful. This is going to come together so well. I'm really excited to start drawing the patterns on. I think that is definitely one of my most favorite parts, is getting them all patterned up all nice. What's the purpose of putting duct tape on it? That is a great question. I'm so glad that you asked. So the duct tape is to create a 3-dimensional pattern of the shape, right? Because it's like, I can't just lay flat pieces of fabric on here because they won't fit right. They'll be all frumpy and gross. And so I have to take a bunch of time to put a bunch of tiny little pieces of duct tape on all of this curvature and make sure the duct tape doesn't like crinkle or not stick all the way down. And so I have to go and put tiny little boop, 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 little pieces of duct tape all across the head. And then at the end, I'm going to take them off. After I draw the pattern and stuff, I'm going to cut out the pattern and then take them off and make them lay flat. And then once I can get them to lay flat by cutting them up or adding darts to them, whatever that may look like, then I go and I transfer them to paper pieces. Because the paper pieces are just easier to trace the duct tape. So I turn it into pieces made of this like hefty cardstock material, because this is just easier to trace. But yeah, that's why we duct tape pattern them. Is there plastic under the foam, or do you just put it right on the foam? I put this right on the foam. I purposefully buy kind of like cheap, shitty duct tape, so it doesn't like, it's not super duper sticky, but just sticky enough to stick to the head without being crazy sticky.
Shout out to the shitty duct tape.
Shout out to shitty duct tape. Tiny garbage can. Is this a mouse? No, but that is a really good guess based on the rounded ears. This is going to be a snow leopard. It just looks a little funny right now. Once it gets the spots and stuff, it'll look far more snow leopardy. I had a look at the Trello, saw some pretty interesting stuff in the pre-made category. Yes, I collect a bunch of pre-made designs, and then I kind of just make whatever suits my fancy.
If you have any pricing questions, head on over to our website. Go to our Fursuit price calculator. Snow leopard is one of my other hearted type. Let's go. Yeah, I love snow leopards so
They're
much.
so cute. I love how like uncharacteristically long their tails are. Their tails are just too long for their body. And it's because they need that for like balancing on like the rocky faces and stuff where they live on mountains and shit. But man, they're so silly looking. I love a good snow leopard.
My grandparents have been members of the Snow Leopard Trust Foundation for a very, very long time, and they'll go do trips with them and go to like charity stuff with them and all that
So
stuff.
cute.
And they made really good friends with a artist that's also a member of the Snow Leopard Trust Foundation, and as a gift he sketched them. It is like the size of all these windows together, and it's just this massive, and it is like this beautiful hand drawn.
You'll have to give me a picture
snow.
of that. I want to see
It's
that.
the biggest piece in their house above their fireplace.
That's awesome. I bet your parents or your grandparents have some really sick pictures of snow leopards too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have really great pictures and art all over the house of snow leopards, and
They're snow leopard people. You should definitely
huge
show them
advocates
this
for
suit when it's finished.
Yeah, yeah. My grandma will love it. My grandpa always just kind of looks weirded out, but hey, I don't blame you, man.
Maybe seeing a cute pink snow leopard will change his heart.
Yeah.
I was planning to make a Kipo Jaguar. That's awesome. I think that'd be so cool. I'd love to see a Kipo fursuit. This one will kind of look like Kipo. It kind of has the same palette and stuff, and it's got the spots, and technically it's a snow leopard. But they're very similar. They're very similar. Is my necklace bouncing against the mic and making like annoying noises? Please let me know. I can like tuck it away if it's
I need
getting up in everybody's grill. I apologize. I just kind of heard that clinking against the plastic and I'm like, ooh, that might be annoying.
Do we have more polyfill anywhere?
Yeah, big box.
Cool.
Go. I'm so happy with how that looks. That is so flush with the base. That's awesome. Good shit. Good shit. Ooh, I love that red. That red is just so pow. It looks so good.
Hi, Twitch and YouTube. How much duct tape do you go through making one of these?
A lot of fucking duct tape.
Yeah, a good amount of duct
Yeah, no, we've got a large stock of duct tape in the back.
tape. Got about 18 minutes left, everyone.
Ooh, 18 minutes left of stream before we got a boogie. Are you only taping one side? Yes. This is a mostly symmetrical pattern. There's only like one little bit of like asymmetry that I can pattern in by hand later. But this is a mostly symmetrical pattern, and this is a symmetrical base. And so that means when I go in and brain fart, I apologize. When I go and like finish up the pattern, all I have to do is like trace one side like this and then flip the pattern over and trace the other side. And so that way it'll go onto both sides and I don't have to work on patterning the entire thing and wasting a bunch of material. Waste a bunch of duct tape and time. That'd be way harder to pattern the whole thing. Ooh, what website can I buy tails from, specifically red panda tail? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think we offer custom red panda tails at the moment, though I do have a pattern if you'd like to make one yourself. I have a pattern for a red panda tail on my website store at spiltgrapesoda.com. And you buy the pattern, you get the PDF sent to you via email, you print it out, and it comes with like extensive instructions on how to do it from start to finish. It is super good and built for beginners. Wow. Hmm? Why did it stop working, Dylan?
What?
I can still see them over there.
Hi, guys.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, I'm from TikTok. Thank you for coming on over.
Or is that the top? I don't know which one's the top. Oh, this is the top now. It flipped. I'm not sure what's going on with that device. Are you working on a lioness anytime soon? No, I don't have a lioness in my queue, unfortunately, though I would love to make one. I also would like to make a lion as well. Where'd you get the mannequin bust? I've been looking but haven't found any. This is a bust by Monster Maker. I really, really love their mannequins. I think they are my favorite. I'm working on a lion commission right now. That is so sick. I love lions. Lions are so much fun. Make a horse? I'd love to make a horse. What's your favorite species to make? I don't have one. Do you do commissions? Yes, but we're currently not open. A complete suit? Yes, we do all of the things. We do a completed suit. Yes.
Working on a lion commission right now. That is awesome. Hopefully we will get to do a lion.
Big cat hours everywhere, apparently. We're working on a big cat. They're working on a big cat. Everybody gets to work on a big cat.
Yeah, it's Big Cat Day.
Meow, meow, meow. Is it hard to make them? Yes, but it's a very rewarding, like super fun process. I'm currently working on my albino tanuki suit. That sounds super cool. I really like that. Oh, Black, thank you for the roses. We super appreciate you.
Much appreciated. This one is a commission suit, not a pre-made, so we are not needing to set a price on them. They are purchased.
Do you deliver to multiple countries? Yes, we deliver all over the world. Not personally, but a mailman will. How long does one usually take? So our pre-made partials, which include a head, hands, and a tail, usually take anywhere from like 250 to like 300 work hours to complete. They are pretty time consuming.
They take a little bit.
They take a little bit.
Do you deliver to multiple countries? All of them. Well, most of them.
Most of them. Sometimes if the mail service is not going there, then we cannot. But if the mail service is going there, we will get you a thing there, whatever you need. I'm struggling to find the information, but how do I go about commissioning you? So our commissions aren't currently open. When they are open, everyone will know. We will post about it on all of our social media. We will send out an email to our email list. And then we are going to open a quote form a month before our commissions open. We'll open a quote form in which you can apply for a quote. We will write up our little document that has all of the how much your thingy costs information. We'll send that over to you, and a month after that opens, we will open our commissions. And if you are okie dokie with the quote that we gave you, you can fill out the commission form and submit your quote documentation that we sent you. And then from there, we will handpick who we want to work with and what projects we'd like to do. Right now we're not open. We don't have any current opening plans, but the best way to get notified is to go to our website and sign up for our email list. All right. The front of the face is taped up. That is so good. That looks really, really great. It's super smooth. Perfect. Now I can start taping the ears and stuff. I don't know where my tiny piece went, so I will just tear off another tiny piece. We are not animals. I mean, technically, humans are animals.
Incorrect.
Correct. Humans are animals. Just sat here enjoying the ASMR. I know, it is kind of nice. It is kind of nice.
Just vibing. Kicking it. Letting everyone know we are at a 2-minute warning right now. So if there are any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, chinchillas that you need us to get, let us know.
Yeah, Dylan's the head of chinchilla acquisition, our chinchilla acquisition department. So if there are any chinchillas that you need us to get, Dylan would be the person to let know.
I only take PSA 7 chinchillas or higher.
Damn, you gotta max out your chinchilla rolls for that.
Yeah.
Don't leave me. We must. We must. I want to go home. I want to have dinner. When's the next live? Our guaranteed lives are always on Wednesdays from 2:30 to 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Beyond that, we can appear, but we just don't have any guaranteed streams outside of those times. And on that note, it is 4:30. It is 4:30. Chat, it's been so real. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this stream today. I've had a lot of fun.
Wonderful.
We got a lot done. Dylan stuffed a whole pair of feet paws and then finished another one. That looks great.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. But yeah, no, I got a head taped today. At least the front part on stream. That's nice. Perfect. It's been real. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a great rest of your evening.